Stop scrolling for 1 second. I need you to look at this board before anything else, because every single one of these is about to make sense to you in a way you didn't expect. Someone has you on their mind right now. Not casually, not in passing. I'm going to walk you through exactly what that looks like from their side, piece by piece, so pay attention to which ones land the hardest. If this is the kind of reading you're into, hit subscribe now. I do these regularly, and I don't want you to miss the next one. Okay, let's go. They still have your picture saved. This one came in strong. They didn't set out to keep it. It wasn't a decision so much as a moment where deleting it felt wrong, so they just didn't. It sits in a folder they don't open in front of people. Not because it's a secret exactly, more because opening it feels private, like something only for them. Late at night, when there's nothing left to distract them, they find themselves there. They don't scroll fast. They sit with it. There's a specific one they keep going back to, and it's rarely the posed, polished version of you. It's the accidental one, the one where you weren't paying attention to being looked at. That's the one that gets them, because it feels real in a way nothing curated does. They look at it longer than they'd ever admit to anyone, and afterward, they lock the phone and just sit there for a second, letting whatever just happened in their chest settle back down before they move on with their night. This isn't casual for them. They've tried the whole, "it'll fade if I just don't feed it" approach. It hasn't worked. If anything, ignoring it made it heavier, because now it's not just a passing pull, it's something that's had time to root. There's a difference between wanting someone in the moment and wanting someone when your guard is fully down, and this has crossed into the second category. They've caught themselves thinking about you at completely ordinary times, in traffic, mid-conversation with someone else, in the shower with nothing else going on in their head. That's not a casual kind of presence. That's someone who's taken up real space. They know it too. They're not confused about what this is anymore, even if they haven't said it out loud yet. The confusion phase is over. What's left is just timing. They notice when you go quiet, when you pull back, even slightly. They feel it before they can explain why. A slower reply, a shorter message than usual, a day where you're just a little less present than normal. They notice every time, even when they tell themselves they're reading into nothing. There's a specific kind of unease that shows up in them when this happens. A low static in the back of the mind that doesn't fully go away until you're back to normal with them. They'll reread your last few messages looking for a shift in tone, trying to figure out if something's actually wrong or if they're just imagining it. Some of them will convince themselves it's nothing and move on with their day outwardly fine. Internally, it sits there anyway, a small tension they're carrying until you say something that resets it. Someone else's name bothered them. There was a moment, maybe recent, where someone else's attention landed on you and something in them reacted before they could stop it. Not loud, not dramatic. A tightening, quick and quiet, followed almost immediately by them trying to talk themselves out of feeling it at all. They don't want to be the jealous type. They'd tell you that themselves if you asked. But there's a difference between the idea of jealousy and the small, involuntary clench that happens in someone's chest when they hear a name that isn't theirs sitting a little too close to you. that clench doesn't happen over someone you're casual about. It happens over someone who already feels like theirs, even if nothing's been said. They've replayed that moment more than once, turning it over, trying to decide if it meant what they think it meant. It did. They reread old messages, not to analyze them, not really, just to feel something familiar. There's a specific conversation they return to more than the others, and it's rarely the big, memorable one. It's usually something small, an offhand joke, a moment you said something without thinking about it, a line that probably meant nothing to you and everything to them. They'll scroll back to it on nights when they miss you more than they expected to. Sometimes they'll read it and smile without meaning to. Sometimes it just makes the missing worse, and they close the app and sit with it instead of typing anything. There's a version of you that lives in those old messages that they hold on to carefully. A version they're a little afraid of losing if too much time passes without something new to replace it. Your name changes their voice. Someone else says your name in a completely normal sentence, and their whole posture shifts for half a second before they catch it. A pause that's just slightly too long, a tone that goes a little softer or a little more careful than the rest of the conversation. They cover it fast, but it happens nearly every time. It's not something they're doing on purpose. It's more automatic than that, like your name carries a different weight than every other word in the room, and their body responds to that weight before their brain has a chance to manage the reaction. People close to them may have picked up on it already. A raised eyebrow. "Are you good?" after your name comes up. They usually deflect it with a joke or a shrug, but the tell is there, and it keeps showing up. They're comparing everyone to you. Every interaction since you has this quiet undertone of measuring up, whether they mean for it to or not. Someone says something clever, and part of them thinks, "You'd have said it differently, and I'd have liked it more." Someone's attention lands on them, and it just doesn't register the same way yours does. It's not that other people are lacking. It's that you reset the bar for what they're even looking for, without trying to. That's an uncomfortable realization for them, because it means this isn't something they can just replace by meeting someone new. The comparison keeps happening automatically, in the background, whether they want it to or not. They've noticed this pattern in themselves, and it unsettles them a little, because it confirms something they've been avoiding saying directly. This isn't a passing interest. It's become the reference point. It's louder at night. During the day, there's enough happening to keep this manageable. Work, conversations, small distractions that give their mind somewhere else to go. At night, when all of that quiets down, it comes back louder than they expect. It's not just missing you, though, that's part of it. There's an undercurrent of frustration, too, aimed mostly at themselves for not having said anything yet. They'll lie there running through what they'd actually say if they finally worked up the nerve, rehearsing it in their head, changing the wording each time, never quite landing on a version that feels right enough to send. Eventually, they put the phone down and try to sleep, but the thought doesn't fully leave. It just gets quieter until the next night, when it comes back at the same volume. They almost said something. There's been at least one moment where the words were right there, sitting at the edge of being said out loud. Something shifted in the room, or in the conversation, and for a second, it felt like the right opening. They pulled back. Maybe it was timing. Maybe it was nerves. Maybe something around you both made it feel like the wrong moment, even if the feeling itself was completely real. Afterward, they replayed it, wondering if they should have just said it anyway, wondering if you noticed the pause before they changed the subject. That almost moment hasn't left them. It comes back periodically, usually when something similar starts to happen again. And each time it does, the pull to actually say it grows a little stronger than the last time they held back. This is not one-sided. Whatever you felt on your end, whatever you've been quietly managing or trying not to read too much into, they've been carrying a version of it too, privately, without saying it out loud. This isn't a case of you feeling something into an empty space. There's real weight on their side of it as well, even if it doesn't always show outwardly. They've had their own version of the sleepless nights, the rereading, the second guessing. The difference is, they haven't found the moment yet to let you see it. If you've ever wondered whether you're imagining a connection that isn't actually there, this is your confirmation that you're not. Whatever you felt, it's been met, even if it hasn't been spoken yet. They're running out of time to wait. The patience that's kept this comfortable and unspoken is thinning. There's a sense, even if they haven't named it directly, that staying quiet indefinitely isn't sustainable anymore. Something is building toward a decision, whether that's a message, a moment alone, or a small risk they finally decide is worth taking. For some of you, this shows up soon, in the next conversation, or the next time you're around each other. For others, it's a little further out, but the direction is the same either way. The waiting has a shelf life, and they're getting close to the end of it. What tips it over is usually small. A specific moment, a specific look, something that makes staying quiet feel harder than just saying the thing they've been sitting on. You are the standard now. Whether they've said it or not, you've become the reference point for what they actually want, not just in comparison to other people, but in a broader sense of what they're looking for going forward. That's a significant thing for someone to admit, even privately. It means the version of a relationship they're picturing for themselves now has your presence built into it. Not as an abstract ideal, but as something specific. Your particular way of talking, your specific sense of humor, the exact quality of attention you give people. That specificity is what makes this different from a general kind of wanting. It's you, not a type. They know this about themselves at this point. The only open question is what they do with that knowledge. Something is about to shift. Whatever's been sitting still between you, unspoken and unresolved, is close to changing. That stillness has a natural limit, and this reading is landing at a point where that limit is close to being reached. This could look like a conversation that finally goes somewhere different than usual. It could look like a moment alone that doesn't stay as casual as the ones before it. It could look like one of you finally saying the thing that's been implied for a while instead of dancing around it. Pay attention to small changes in how things feel between you over the next little while. That's usually where a shift like this shows itself first, before anything is said directly. They want to be chosen back. More than almost anything else in this reading, what they want is mutuality. Not just to feel this on their own, but to know that if they said it, you'd meet them there. They've thought about what it would feel like to be picked, specifically, deliberately, by you. Not as one option among others, but as the person you actually want. That's what's underneath most of what's been described here. Not just attraction, but a hope that this goes both ways, and that saying so wouldn't be met with silence. If any of this landed for you, that's worth sitting with. Whatever you've sensed on your end has almost certainly been felt just as strongly on theirs. Tell me in the comments which one hit hardest. If this resonated, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe if you want to be here for the next one. Bye for now.